watching me like a nigga is cable. I'll be on no label, but my clothes be all label.
Tell me, do you know the difference between a black man and a nigger?
Told him I've been about it more. Another verse touching down at 4. Another hearse pulled around the corner. Another reason why I'm about to tour. Keep the packs running out the door. Built the shack from the bottom floor. My bitch with me, but you not with yours. My brother had her, she forgot her drawers. I always creep cause I forgot the law. Pray for G's, ain't forgot the law. Fuck your top 10, I'm top floor.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of a No Label Convo.
Yep.
Definitely shouts out to the supporters, as always, sharing on Instagram, liking, commenting, subscribing on YouTube.
Yes, sir. Yeah, shout out to our sponsors, Guap Coin.
Powered by Guap Coin.
Yeah. Powered, you know what I mean? It's cryptocurrency for the culture. You want to get it right now on Probit. You can buy stuff on Amazon with it too. So, you know what I mean? Get to it or get lost. We got a special guest with us, Buffalo Vet. He's been putting in this work for a long time.
Yes, sir.
One of the first people I heard of rapping in the city. I said, like, we interviewed Skis. Skis was like one of the first people that I met. And number 2 would be the man I'm saying right now. So what's good, Gaines?
What's happening?
How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. You know, blessed.
Word.
Appreciate you for pulling up, man.
Hell yeah, appreciate y'all having me.
Man, so let's see. I want to start it off from the beginning. So where'd you grow up? Where like part of Buffalo you from?
I grew up in the Cold Spring, you know, straight off of between Maine and Jefferson.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Jefferson Avenue. That's my stomping ground.
Hell yeah. So you went to Joe's, right?
Yep.
Were you rapping before you got there?
Yeah, I started rapping in like 4th, 5th grade. I was like maybe like 10 or 11. I used to recite shit from shit that I was listening to. My uncle put me on the music, put me on the hip hop and shit, gangster rap and shit. Like 94, 95, I was little listening to that shit.
Was that doggy style?
Yeah, like it was Tupac shit, MC8, a lot of West Coast.
Okay.
I had a lot of West Coast influences early on.
That's all right.
MC8. A lot of people don't know about him.
Yeah, it's mad. I'll name a couple. Shit. I ain't even get down to it. There's a few. West Coast was like my first like influence as music, and then it was like, okay, some of the stuff Mom Deuce was listening to. She was heavy R&B, but Mom's still a gangster, so she listened to Tupac and Scarface and shit like that. So I'm like, I was just in between everything. So like, you could definitely hear some of that in my music now.
Dope. So like, you was rapping in grade school. So coming in high, did you ever have like hoop dreams? Like I know you balled, right?
Yeah, yep. I balled 4 years. 4 years in high school. I definitely could have took it to the next level with college. Once I hit college, I started taking music more seriously. I was still hooping. I still, played in leagues and shit, but
yeah.
So was there always that struggle when you was in high school? Like, which one you gonna focus more on as far as music or basketball?
Nah. See, me in school was like everything was so structured. So it's like, okay, you got your classes. Right after class, you got practice. Then after practice, it's like, okay, do some homework, do some music. You know what I'm saying? So like, it was my outlet and a part of my work, like regimen. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'll have a class from 8 to 2, like regular high school shit. Then we have practice or a game later that night. Say I had a game that night. Okay, 7 o'clock. I'm about to go to Tone's house till 5. We're gonna do a song or some shit.
So
I'm gonna go ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Was y'all hitting that spot over on St. Lawrence?
Yep.
Yeah.
North Buff Community. I think it was North Buff Community Center. Yep.
Yeah, North Buff Community Center.
Yep.
And what's the other? Y'all had a studio, or did y'all have that little spot over there?
Yeah, St. Lawrence app. Yep. The Hyatt. My boy shout out to my boy Richie Hyatt. I ain't kicking my boy in a minute, but
Yeah, we was talking to Skis about that shit, and because like my brother used to go there,
Yeah.
I'll be in there rapping and shit,
Yeah,
and I'll be in the car getting drunk like.
it was his house was set up, you know, his regular house, and on the side of it was like it looked like a garage, but it was like you know what I'm saying, just a built-in garage inside. So we just like, you just use this for nothing. Your dad just be on the road, and you just be not use. Yeah, this the studio. We just,
Hell yeah.
that's what we really did that in a few places where it was like, you know what, this looks like a nice space to put some work in. And we just come set up wherever, you know what I'm saying. So
That shit is hard.
hell yeah, man.
So was your rap name always Gaines? Was it from the jump?
I had like 3 or 4 rap names. I went by when I was in grammar school, I went by Pterodome, and that was like
Pterodome.
Yeah, like,
Pterodome.
I had
Way to
bars,
the
but like
Pterodome.
battle rap URL shit.
she was still developing at the time. Then I went by T Guns. You know, I ain't had no guns at the time. I swear to God, if you heard my songs between 05 and 07, oh, he's a gangster. it's like nah,
This guy's a menace to
you really
society.
it's really you just really seen a lot of shit, and you could talk about a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? I was never out here like that though. You know what I'm saying? I knew what was going on. I was always cool with the street kids and shit, but like I always had my own realm. You know what I'm saying? I had this shit to escape to, while everybody else kind of just lingering. I'm bored. I want to do something with myself. Like, shit, I had something in the pocket. I was already working on like this school shit extra. I don't know. I had something in my mind. You know, something else in my mind.
That's one thing I appreciated about you in the camp, because it's like once you hit that graduating period, just like most kids will know, like if you don't go to college, you kind of in that in between, like, yo, what do I do? What do I want to do? A lot of kids that's when a lot of kids start getting active in the streets.
I was fucking confused.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I left. You know, I was focused at Joe's because I had everything was set up for me. I'm like, go to school, the friends. You know what I mean? Then college hit. I was 17 as a freshman, like walking in college. I'm like, I ain't turned 18 till like, you know, a couple months in, but I got the late birthday. But
yeah, that's how I was too.
So I get in there, you know, they like, so what you want your major to be? What is this? You know, you could be all you could be. I'm like, oh fuck, bro, I do this rapping shit. I kind of should tie this in. Fuck it, let me criminal justice. I don't know. I just picked some shit. You know what I mean? It didn't even make sense.
And what school was you going to?
I went to Canisius College though, and what to me, I already knew that like the biggest goal was like, let me get this degree, man. Let me satisfy. Let me satisfy my dudes real quick.
Happy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I done got me this little grant. Let me just finish out this shit, cause like it took me like 2 years of playing with the criminal justice shit. Like, hell no. And on top of that, I'm smoking weed. I'm getting into shit a little bit, because I'm getting older now. So like, I'm like maybe 20, and I'm like, you know, this shit ain't for me. But instead of just like giving up and saying fuck college, I just finished that shit out. And they say, as soon as I'm finished with this college shit, I could dive into this music shit way more. You know what I mean? And play with odd jobs and shit, in and out here, and work for the electric company, work there. Like, all right, I did all that shit. Let me do this full time. You know what I mean?
So what was that moment where you was like, I feel like I can do this full time. I feel like I should. Like,
shit.
This is what's gonna get me where I want to be, basically. Because obviously you already had a love.
I was
and
already
for it.
Yeah. I was still doing it for the fun, just trying to get out here. Even after college, like, let me get out here. Let me do these shows. Let me build my name. Let me build my team. So like that's what all my 20s has been spent on. You know what I mean? It's just like, let me organize this. Let me figure out. Let me learn. Let's try this shit out, fellas. Let's go here. Let's go left. Let's go up. Let's go down. Let's go backwards. Shit got crazy, and then you know, maybe like 27, I was working as a mental health counselor, helping people get jobs, helping people get houses and shit. And that was a little stressful, but it actually built me up for when I walked away from it. I was able to do all the shit I was doing for other people, for myself, for my family, for the people I cared about. So it was like, oh shit, this is a, you know what I mean? It's a ace right here. You know what I'm saying?
That's key.
I could play this card anywhere. So I say it was like 3-4 years ago. I quit working. I said, you know, fuck work. I got to grind outside of this. I could figure out how to maneuver. I know how to survive. I know how much money I need to get by and things like that. Take care of my shit. But like now that I manage that, how do I take this thing that I've been doing the whole time that it's just been sitting on the shelf, but it's just I've been doing this, constantly working. How do I take this and put this in the forefront? And it's like almost like I put a stop to a lot of extra shit that wasn't serving the goal, serving my trajectory. You know what I mean? You want to go up and forward. I always tell my brothers that. It's like, where you moving right now? What direction you going? And they're like, you want to move forward and up or upward. Like it's one or the other or both. You know what I mean? You don't want to go backwards. You know what I mean? So like,
you the oldest, you said, right?
Yeah, I got one older step brother, and like, and we stay in touch and shit too.
Yeah,
but like outside of that, it's like I'm big bro to all my to any of my brothers that I come around. But it's one thing to be like to be a big brother versus holding a big brother title. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen niggas that like my boy Skate. That's a big brother. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody that gonna look after you, give a fuck about you outside of this music shit. Like you know what I'm saying? On some like
care about your well-being.
Yeah,
as like
where your head at?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then that shit just rubbed off on me. And I just turned 30 in November, so I'm like, a lot of shit just like stopped. Like a lot of a lot of bullshit stopped. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, oh shit, we gotta go. We grown as hell, and we got shit we doing. Let's get serious about this shit. Let's lock in. And I've been serious about my shit, but I was serious about creating, not serious about financing this and investing in this. You know what I'm saying? So like,
people forget how important that structure around the music is. That shit damn near more important than the music. You can see that today. It's thousands of artists that pop up every day, but it's the structure around them, the team, the people that allow you to be put into the light of for the world to see you type shit.
Oh yeah, nobody do it by themselves.
That's a fact. That's probably one of the biggest illusions that was in rap for the longest. Like,
Nigga just
stepped off the porch.
Everybody fuck with me. It's just me.
Just off the string.
Look at me.
Just off the string.
Off the muscle.
You know what I mean? It's like, no, like somebody dressed you, somebody recorded you, somebody set this up for you. You know what I'm saying? And respect, and I love when artists like that I love, and I still look at artists. Some artists like, damn, he doing it by himself, and it's like, nah, he really, this nigga really got his team and his shit together, and it makes it, if it's done right, it looks like you by yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how who says that? Like working with production, they'll tell you like if you do your job bad, everybody knows who you are.
The whole, because it's a team.
Yeah, and it's like if you do your job great, you'll be like a ghost.
That's it. Nobody knows about you.
Yeah, and it fuck with people's ego, especially in today's time where everybody want to be in front of the camera.
Right. Are you prepared? You know.
Yes.
I used to have a little, camera shy and like not knowing like, damn, how I look. Once you own who you are, stop giving a fuck about a lot of things people think. It's like, I'm just gonna be who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable with who I am, so I should be comfortable with whatever happens when I step into this room, when I step into this situation.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Like I know growing up, like I hated taking pictures, and it was mostly because I was taught and raised like, nigga, be in front of the camera, nigga, don't like. Nigga,
bro,
especially if you're in the streets.
That's even how I feel when I be like shooting shit or taking pictures or like videoing. I be feeling like, I don't know, I'm like in an uncomfortable situation where I'm making people uncomfortable because I'm the guy with the camera around. And I remember being younger, like, yo, the camera on my fucking face.
Yeah,
facts.
I think it come, like I said, just come with comfort. Comfort with yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't, a lot of times I remember shooting videos and not feeling like as comfortable as I needed to. You know, it's like, and then you could see it on the camera. Like, damn, at that point you was looking away and this, that, and the third. It's like, nah, okay, I gotta. So it's like watching game film. Every time I shoot a video, I'm like, what the fuck did I do? What'd that look like? How they gonna take? What they think that? What they think? Don't stop thinking about yourself from yourself or from your perspective. Think about yourself from the people and balance the two. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like, here, because this is what I think y'all want. This is how I want to look too.
When did you shoot your first video?
Shit, around them Hyatt days, like 10, 11 years ago. Tone's basement type shit.
Come on.
Your boy got a camera, no lights, no nothing. Just it'd be dark. Turn these lights off. That's what it's gonna look like. I had to shoot sitting on the couch. Yeah,
Noisy ass footage because you gotta turn up the ISO.
Shaky hands.
ISO on 3200.
It got crazy. But that experience of saying fuck it, we gonna do it ourselves turned into like, oh shit, we know how it. We fucked up so long that. Now we damn near know how it should be done. So anybody come across, now it's like, oh, when you work with us, we done been through the what you call it, the amateur shit, I guess you could say. We trying to put out good quality, high, professional shit.
Were y'all Cooley High back then?
We became Cooley High in like 2009 till 2014 ish, and then we Tone broke off, went to school. Everybody kind of went different directions. I was still like kind of on my solo shit. I never stopped making music. That was the thing. But Cooley, we had our run. And that shit was fire. And like it's funny because like today it's like we still are a conglomerate, but like our separate entities. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people want to do music with you or work with you or collab with you, but they don't. They don't have their business together. Like, or they have no business. It's like, I'm just with you. You my man. It's like, let's rap. We're going to get this money. Like, yeah, we can get this money, but like, we could really get some money if you got your business together. I got my business together. And we two entities working together to get other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Come with the structure.
Yeah, it's a whole branch. You know what I'm saying? So like, Cooley High turned into Gaines and Skate, developing Ooze Gang, and then turning that into the conglomerate, is Slime Shack. Now it's like, okay, now that's the Slime Shack Records. It's a official, my LLC split with Jordan Hood, Cooley, and Skate Cobain. So like, we put that together. So now that's a machine. Tony Boy, he's a big personality.
He's an art dealer.
he's
the blunt guy.
No, my boy. We always recognized that he needed his own space. He needed to spread his wings. He needed to be able to get out there and do what he wanted. We wasn't ready, but it just we didn't see things eye to eye. When we went to Cooley, and it's like, man, he had plans to go to school. He went to school.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So that shit turned into. It was a plus. Like he upped himself. We organized ourselves.
Yeah, I noticed the change in y'all when he went. I noticed the how y'all able to come together and get stronger. And that's one thing we spoke on previous interviews. Is like that travel allows you to when one person in the group go pick up some information, they bring it back. It makes the whole team strong. It makes everybody strong.
He came back with it.
That person going and getting a different perspective on life, being out of Buffalo, where he grew up at.
He went and got his sound engineer degree, brought that back. Boom. All right, well, bro, I see you learning how to mix. I'm gonna just have you mix all my shit to you big shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. And the nigga kept mixing. He started DJing, doing all types of shit. So, like, shout out to Tony Boy. That's my fucking nigga.
Word.
For life.
Shout out to Tone. The mix guy, too.
That's all. But, hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's the nigga that I really started this shit with. I recorded with a couple cats from Joe's when I was like a freshman. It was Naming and
Shout out Name and Dom.
And Dom and my nigga Dev.
Okay.
So it was like all three of them. It was the big three at Joe's. And the niggas cool. They just like, oh, this little nigga can rap. Oh shit, yo, come. Name is like, yo, come ride with me. We gonna go record after school and shit. I'm like, word, y'all niggas the big niggas on camera.
Naming, that's my man's older brother.
Y'all niggas cool. It was D&D. That was their group name. That shit I never forget. But that shit was cool, man, because it was like, all right, it's the big dogs, and I'm damn near good enough to do this with y'all. Cool. Yeah, I mean, they embraced me for that shit.
So you was on their team at Joe's too?
Yeah, I was JV when them niggas was juniors and seniors. I played with Dom on the same team his senior year, and I was a junior.
I know Name is senior year.
The Name, I missed them. They was 2 years ahead of me.
Different.
Them niggas was crazy.
Them boys used to be in the
football
paper,
field and basketball field.
Nuts.
Football field, I'm gonna throw these touchdowns. basketball, he was cool. He was a cool ass nigga on the court. The nigga name, I never forget this nigga. He would dunk on that nigga and just be like, kind of laugh about it. I'm like, this nigga, man. Yeah, shout out to the name that. Like these, like I said, these niggas I came up with. You know what I mean? We was private school kids. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We came from the ghetto. We came from the nigga name grew up a block away from my mom's house. You know what I'm saying? Never knew him until I went to this school and then end up in the same name. Like, damn, nigga.
Yeah, right over there near
you go to my shit.
That.
Yeah.
Joe's was the first.
I'm thinking I'm the only nigga over. You know what I mean? Out of the hood. They was pulling niggas out the hood, giving them that opportunity.
Yeah, Joe's was the first private school I seen really doing that, and it was like niggas who was really cool, like really was in the hood. And like I was bad. I was gonna go to Joe's. I shadowed there, but I was like, I should have shadowed somebody black.
Shit, I mean, don't get me wrong.
I should have shadowed somebody.
They definitely wasn't ready for us though. What's crazy is when I was there, I shadowed skate.
Where?
I was in 8th grade. I shadowed this nigga was a freshman. I'm walking around the school like he like, yo, I got class at 12, but I'm going to lunch. So you can go to that class or you can fuck with me and go to I'm in this nigga classes sitting there. They like, where's Eric? He's like, you shadowing? I said, I'm shadowing, but he said, I didn't know what the fuck to do because the nigga was doing what the fuck he wanted to. I'm like, I wasn't on the same time. I'm like, oh, I was supposed to be just doing what the fuck. I was supposed to stay in the lunchroom all day with this nigga. Stay in the couch. Funny as hell, but like that shit made me want to come to that school, seeing how much freedom, and seeing like, damn, y'all niggas just switch classes and do y'all thing all day. It ain't like a classroom etiquette. Like, you know, coming from public schools, it was like, all right, all 30 y'all niggas go do what y'all niggas do at this time, and then y'all this 30 motherfuckers y'all got gym. And it's like, nah, it's like, nigga, I got gym when I got gym. And you got it when you. So that shit was like, I said, it created a sense of
him being himself attracted you to the school too, though. Like we was talking about before. Because if he would have been like, oh, I got this dude shadow me, let me just go to my class. He was like, nah, I normally go to lunch at this time. That's what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, he was doing what the fuck he wanted to do.
Yeah, I didn't know how important, like, even just being black in that type of school, how much that plays into the whole psychology, your whole experience. Because I shadowed Rocco. Yeah, my boy Rocco.
Whole different type of.
It's a whole different feel, like
depending on who you around and shit. You got your friends, you got your crew and shit. But the system, I knew it was just like, all right, I'm about to be I'm a black kid about to go to school with a school that got 90% white kids, not from the city. You know what I'm saying? I have no business being here.
Yeah, it's definitely
those feelings and those thoughts coming across your head while still maintaining to do your shit and figuring out what's for you.
Yeah, maintaining your identity.
When all of that shit's for you when you there. If you there you in that seat, nigga, that's all that shit's for you. And that's with anything. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm here and I'm in this seat, y'all all this shit's for me. Like not, you know what I mean?
It's easy for motherfuckers to get lost in that shit too.
You can get it all.
Yeah, because it's finding yourself at that point. Do you feel like that played a big part in just like you finding your authentic self type shit? Because when I hear you and I see it's different elements of y'all team, but you have a sick you have your own demeanor, like you have your identity. Like I always noticed that about you and in the squad.
Shit. Honestly, I was always the kid that was laid back. I'm chilling, quiet kid in class. You know, you can sit next to me and joke. You can keep a secret with me. I'm the quiet guru type shit. And then like the only time I speak is when the music is. You know what I mean? I treated that as like the mystique. Like, oh, they don't see my face. They don't get all of me. So like lately it's like, okay, I don't know. I done figured out who I am. I know some ins and outs of this shit. Let me get to telling the people what I really got to tell. You know what I mean? And that's just, you know what I mean? It develops over time though. You get comfortable, man. If you don't get, and it's not comfort in the sense of like I'm comfortable because I'm in this position in my life. Like I'm still grinding, but like end of the day, like it's just I'm comfortable with who I am and where I'm at.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not accepting of just this is it. Whatever wherever I'm at. It's just like, nah, we working towards it. We getting to it. You know.
Were you that comfortable during like your first mixtape, them Dat Piff days?
Hell no. I was comfortable to create. I wasn't comfortable to
putting
present.
it out there.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's
That's
the
a big
difference. A lot of
difference,
artists don't. They like, oh yeah, I'm in the studio. I did 30 songs. Put them on stage. Nigga, do all 30. Do all 30 tonight. Oh well, I mean, with no lyrics on it, the beats that you did. Do that. Do them shits like you like that. And it's like, oh well, I need the backtrack. You got my hype man. You got my niggas. Y'all niggas.
It's
need
different.
Y'all niggas need a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
different.
different. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people get catered to in this game, and a lot of people had to do everything for themselves. And you're gonna see a difference. You know what I mean? So that's just that's an advantage in itself. So it's just.
Cause I remember, I'm trying to think what year was that. It might have been like 2012, 11. You had a mixtape. It might have been 13. You had a mixtape on Dat Piff, and that shit got like 30, 40,000 downloads or some shit.
Yeah, I think so. It was one of our team joints. Somebody did some weird shit. You already know how. It was the bots before the bots. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody probably put some money up on it, and people might have downloaded that many. I don't know. Sometimes shit get.
What project is it? Like, what was the name of the tape?
I couldn't even tell you which one. I did so many tapes, bro. Like the year 2011, between the year 2011 between me and Tone and shit we was doing with the camp and building the camp, because like we went from 3-4 members to 8-9 in a year span, and we was doing our run. We just running a little local circuit here. So we made it. We was able to make it around the town to build our name and shit. But that year we did like 20 mixtapes, 18, 19 mixtapes, and all like just off of industry beats and shit.
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
Was
it original music or
it
like
wasn't original music, all original bars. You know what I'm saying? Original and well put together. Damn near better than some of the originals that was coming out at the time. So it was like.
That was
I
coming
like
off the
y'all,
mixtape era
people
shit.
listen to the shit on radio like, yeah, I heard y'all shit. I like y'all shit better. You know what I mean? Not just riding coattails and shit, but really making it, really supporting that shit.
So since you come from like that mixtape era, you grew up on that. Do you approach like your projects differently as far as like if it's an album?
Nah, we slowed down.
EP?
So that year that we dropped that 20 mixtape, 2011, I think the next year it was like, I only want to do original work. Like, I know a lot of niggas that make beats. Let's get these niggas to start cooking, and you know what I'm saying, push these guys to you know what I mean, to be like the producers that, you know what I'm saying, that's really in the industry that people respect and shit. So like put that energy behind people, and that's like that was like step one. Put the energy behind people, motivate people to do the things that I guess you could say you need them to do. But it works hand in hand. They appreciate
and that
you
know that they're capable.
You push me to help. Yeah, the shit that you helped me do, the shit I did with you, push me to another level, man. I appreciate you for life, type shit. And that's what I started to begin to understand. Like, oh, okay, same thing with a camera guy. All right, we're gonna develop this vision together. I'm not gonna just tell you, I want some bottles. And we're gonna be at the spot. Da da da. You know, it's gonna look like this, and I'm gonna have some bitches and da da da. It's like, all right, cool, but. That's not a vision. That's just objects you're gonna have there.
That's a Saturday night.
So like if you got a vision, it's like, no, I want to be depicted this way, and I seen you shoot this and giving examples. You know what I'm saying? It becomes a bigger process than just you got to shoot a video tonight at 8. Y'all just pop in. Yeah, y'all just extras. All these extras coming to extras. All extras. Video full of extras. Yeah. No point in being there. Just jump when the camera there. Jump. Like, nah, I ain't on that shit. Like, I want my shit to be. Damn, this shit was a story. Damn, that shit made me feel something. Damn, I remember when I was going through that shit, and that's what I got. That's the type of feedback I got off the music I released recently. So.
Facts. What
was the name of the video you just dropped? It was like.
The video I just dropped was from Native Singer. It's a mixture of 2 acts. So the whole project is set up in acts. Like it's 4 acts and an interlude. Each act has 2 to 3 songs like embedded in it with like transitions.
I noticed that when I was listening to. I'm like, it's only 5 tracks, but I feel like I got like 3 songs already in this one track.
You're like, damn.
I'm like, hold on, is this a different song?
Exactly. So like that feels like. I'm forcing you to listen to more music But you feel like I'm only listening to a couple, and it's like, damn, you got the whole ride. You got a ride of 11 songs, but 5 tracks. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to organize it differently. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not in the industry per se, but like I'm out here with it. So like, why not be innovative with how I'm putting it out? Fact. They don't agree with it, cool. But I got hundreds of people telling me they fucking with the sound, they love it.
And
so
it's
like,
original too.
Yeah. So I've just been balancing what's really been told to me, what I really know of it, and just okay. You know, you got to take the criticism. You got to take good with the bad. So.
Yeah. And one thing I noticed just about even with the Buffalo scene, we have a lot of original sounds.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a beautiful thing from artistic standpoint, but it's like when you think of Atlanta and a lot of the shit sound the same. A lot of people, even I don't even say Detroit, but like they have a specific sound, and it's like we have so many artists who really care about their creative process. They really want their shit to be distinct and not necessarily sound like each other's. And
that could be the same way from those other parts too. We're just not in it and we're not from there, so we can't see that.
Yeah, that's true. I think
a lot of artists, because there are a lot of artists that are coming into the game. Like it used to be like, every city got a top 50 rappers and that's it. Maybe 20, maybe 25. You know what I mean? Rappers, and then it's like that's it. Everybody else is just underdogs, whatever. Now you multiply that by 10. You know what I'm saying? At least 20, and these are like reputable artists, not just somebody that say they rap but ain't got no work to show. But somebody that's really, he put out his tapes. He be performing here. He be doing people that's out here actually putting in work. That has increased by tenfold because.
It's moving quick.
Well, it's new generation, honestly.
Yeah, everything
quick.
Like,
internet.
Yeah.
People got more access.
Yeah, 08, 2008, 2009. Like, that's when music, I say, flipped. It turned more digital than it was. Nobody gave a fuck about CDs. If you got an MP3 player or iPod all the things that you could load music up on, you ain't got to buy it. Napster, download the shit from free here, LimeWire, all that shit. So, like, that changed music. So for me, it was like, it immediately put me on the bottom of the totem pole of music. I didn't think like, I'm about to make a record label listen to something I create at home and they gonna fuck with it. Like I was realistic about this shit. Now, if I had someone behind me, if we had the support, people that really seen it and knew, no, y'all need to do this, and this. I ain't no manager, you know what I'm saying? I had to fall on my face. For 10 years, you know what I'm saying, put it out. Oh, yeah, this is out. Y'all love it? Yeah, y'all like that? Oh, shit, cool. And then nothing else after that. Oh, damn, I ain't shoot no videos for it. Oh, shit, I should put some money behind it. So, like, I should have pushed it longer. You know what I mean? So many things.
Did that that shift to digital age, did that change your creative process?
Yes and no. When I would say what changed my creative process was the streaming. Jumping into the world. Like when it was like they kind of sold streaming to artists as if it was like, this is your way in. Like you can get your shit streaming on all platforms forever. I mean, wherever. And then it was like, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. But if I gotta build that though. It's a machine that comes with that makes your run smooth. So putting music out on there that could have been monetized way more heavily than just putting it out there. It's out. It's on streaming platform. I used to tell people, I would tell when the shit was hot, like maybe 3-4 years ago. I mean, it's still a thing. It's still a bag that come with streaming platforms. Don't get me wrong. If you have,
you gotta get
people
a lot of
constantly, people got constantly
streaming.
listening to music. I'm actually seeing a trend of that happening because I've put out maybe 10 projects online and probably made like $600-700. You know what I'm saying, in 4 years. So it's like, all right, that my algorithm, something going on.
Yeah,
I gotta be on these playlists. Okay, let me look into this. So now I finally, you sit down and you make those mistakes. You figured out what you need to do. You figure out what's going on out here now versus what was. I was doing dinosaur shit And in 2015, it's like, yo, you know, times change. You could just like send niggas the link and they just gonna click the shit.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh yeah, I could just damn. You know what I mean? That shit started moving ahead of us. I say I was born in '90, so like before anybody had computers at home, niggas ain't had computers at home before '98. You know what I mean? So like it was just like a whole new world off rip. So like there's a lot of kids that's born right into it. A lot of artists that just was like my little homie Nolo the Slayer. He actually it's my boy Pello's little brother. Rest in peace. And he's like 16, 17. He was born in 04 and he doing music. You know what I'm saying? Like he skipped a whole bunch of shit. By 2011, 2012, the world was already booming with this technology. Facts. So they linked into that shit.
Yeah, we talk about that.
I always feel like playing catch up. I understand it, but I'm still playing catch up to it.
We like the last generation. That early '90s is like that last generation of
old school.
Yeah, before it shifted.
Yeah,
you was like 95, right?
95.
Yeah, I'm 93. So it was like right before that internet digital age really took over.
I was right there. Y'all was born soon as it was when they was planning the shit. Windows 96. They like
facts.
These niggas is born. All right.
Yeah, and it's
they gonna run this shit one day. Like that's it. You know what I mean? And you watching it before our eyes. I promise you, it's tons of kids in their early 20s making hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it's off of the technology.
Yeah,
you know
bro, because it's changing so quick.
You ain't even gotta be a person out here to
literally.
You could be
like it went from really being the street. You gotta be in the streets.
I gotta be passing out. I'm going from passing out flyers at the parties and
to niggas studying algorithms.
But that makes
now, like now I gotta.
The story so much better though. For like people like you, like Tory Lanez talked about a lot, like being out there passing out your CDs, passing out the flyers, and then having to adjust in like each time frame, like we said, how shit's been changing.
Through like 4 time frames.
Three different things
in
like
my
the whole mode changing, and then still make it as like I really went through some shit, like whether either personally and career. Like Nipsey say it all the time. The industry got flipped on their head like as soon as he made it.
It was like boom.
Yeah, like him, Freddie
so he
Gibbs, that whole era.
They got fucked over kind of because they got stuck in the labels and like the old school way. Like, get you a deal, get you a regular deal, and it's like damn, it's these free niggas catching free millions off of gimmicks.
You know what I mean? And that's Phil show.
Yeah, I mean that's where this shit turned into.
Make a whole career I've gone on Dr. Phil.
Yeah, that shit just turned on its head. So like it went from like okay, you get in order to make it, you gotta get heard, get signed by a label, then you drop your solo whatever, your debut, and then from there you should be rolling. And if you fail, it's like you know, we might be able to pick you up again, give you another project, but outside of that, you know, you might be on the shelf.
Yeah, bro, and it's changing.
And you in the hole, so you can't get off the shelf till you get that money back.
Now you ain't even got to.
We're not gonna sell none of your shit until you pay us back. The shit that you gonna make money off of.
Now you ain't even got to jump off your porch to
jump out. You gotta jump out your bed.
You gotta jump out your bed. You know what I mean?
On social media, going crazy
to make a couple $1,000 off of something. You know what I mean? Like I know niggas that was wishing they could sell enough hard copies, sell enough hoodies to make 5 bands, 5K. Like it's like, dude, that shit is more than possible. You know what I'm saying? More than possible. You set up shop the right way. You put yourself in the places you need to. You focus on the things you need to that feed what you pursuing. Run it to the top.
Facts.
You know what I mean? That's right.
And I'm seeing this shit like with the NFTs and shit. Like, bruh, these motherfuckers is spending bread. Like I see it about to change. Like
you see it
again. Like from like
bro, and I be feeling like I'm just like I'm just
getting
getting on like the crypto wave. I'm like, I don't care. I know kind of what's going on. And the NFT shit come
just throw money in the crypto. That's all I tell people. It's like because some people try to play the I'm trying to make a quick put $1,000 on all them shits that whatever. Ethereum, whatever the fuck motherfuckers talking about.
Bro.
I don't even know. None of that shit is. I just know it's there, and that shit make you money if you leave it.
Yeah,
you put your money in that shit.
It give your money legs.
Walk away.
Yeah, it give
Leave it there
legs.
for 5 years. Go find another grind. Figure out how you gonna figure out a way to make the money that you just invested another way. You gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's as simple as that. A lot of people make money so complicated, and it's not. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I learned.
They got the emotions tied up in it. They love money. The love of money is too much.
Yeah, it's too. You can't love that shit.
You should only be in love with the experience.
It's a material thing.
Yeah.
It's outside of me. Like,
it's a tool. It's a tool to get what you want. It's a resource. It's not a.
Yeah, you set up a business to make money. So like, or you go to work to make money, but like ultimately, like you doing a whole nother thing, a whole nother setup is being created in order to get that paper or that money. You know what I mean? That money is like, and that's that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? We all on that treadmill, but it comes a point where like how you make your money is a reflection of who you are,
that's a fact.
How you think, all those things. So like it transforms over time. It's like, people can't keep getting it this way, man. I gotta get it.
Yeah,
I gotta get it legally. I gotta get it. And whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying? It's just
people forget like all money. You hear it, but like all money ain't good money, and like that's what people be forgetting. Like
they'll get it anyway, and as fast as it comes, as fast as it go. I'll take $20K that I stacked up $100 a day for 2 years before I take another one of these unemployment checks and be like, oh, it's like that shit go as fast as it comes. A lot of people stump, it's like, yeah, enjoy it.
Man, I've been hearing some shit.
Please invest it.
Yeah,
put it into something that's gonna benefit you.
Yeah, like from the police officers that been talking and shit, just from in the town.
It's ugly,
bruh. When they catch up with all the domestics and all the other bullshit that COVID's throwing up, these niggas who been scamming.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, they on niggas ass.
I bet.
It's
sorry,
gonna be
man.
wicked.
Like I said, I don't like because I don't even like to speak on it because a lot of times people think they hater. It's like, oh, you get your money your way, I get mine. Just so happen certain shit get traced on your end. You can't trace something I do.
That's a fact. And what a lot of people
he said they gonna be saying you can't. No, nigga, I just like my freedom. You should too.
You gotta be
real.
wise.
People don't value that shit. And a lot of times it's just like it comes to how people value themselves and how you value your art. Like I don't even want to say his name, but a rapper with a tail, you know what I mean?
Oh,
and he offered Lil Baby like $1 million for a feature or some shit.
Yeah, because it's like it's the what you call it, the troll. You know what I mean? The troll. But it's not just like for the shits and giggles. It's like how many people I can get on my side to prove to the world and the masses that even the people that you fuck with and think that wouldn't fuck with me.
Yeah, bro, it's all to make it seem like what I did isn't so bad.
He tried it with Gilly the Kid.
It comes down to value. Like, how much do you value yourself?
Yeah, like you gonna how much money could I pay you? Could I buy you out?
Yeah, can I
to do some? That nigga asked you today, yo, I see y'all doing something. You know what I mean? I see y'all doing y'all podcast and shit. So like. Could I come? You know what I mean? I feel like because he came to Gilly the same way. He said, "I feel like if I
talk to you,
it's gonna be the biggest moment of your life. Yeah, it's gonna be the biggest interview you ever do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not no disrespect to you, but I know you an OG. You know, like all this bullshit. But it's a lot of people in the world that wouldn't have did what G did. You know what I'm saying? And I fuck with them niggas, man.
Yeah,
like,
Gilly and Wild heavy.
Them niggas is the podcast world right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I watch this shit all the time. And that shit actually showed me how to, you know what I mean? Made me more comfortable being behind the camera, behind the microphone speaking about shit. It's like, oh, it ain't about what you saying and trying to be the politically correct and all that shit. Like, you kick it. Be yourself. Be who you want the people to see. Because this who you going to, like, you pull up on me, this the nigga you going to be talking to. Just like this. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. Cool, you know. But,
yeah, it's a beautiful thing that's going on right now. One thing I wanted to talk about.
Touch on the project. Native Son.
Before that, a little bit before that, I want to touch. I
Oh,
want
yeah,
to touch on the
feel like
shack.
we ran.
I want to touch on the shack.
We was talking about it, then we like ran away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right before we get to that, I want to touch on like the creation of the slime shack, how that came about, and like because y'all had the city on
Oh, yeah.
Smash.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it's we still like this shit up a little bit. We keep it cool now. But ultimately, shit. Like I said, when Cooley High, kind of we went our separate ways a little bit. Tony Boy went to school. Me and Skate developed Ooze Gang. We was staying over on the east side and shit over at my boy Julian's house, and we just working out of there. Then we said, we need our own spot. Ended up bouncing around, and it was like, you know what? Boom, landed on North Buffalo, perfect space to just like create, be around young people, college students, shit like that. We was able to, throw little parties. For the first 6 months, we was keeping it cool. I was working and shit. Come home, do regular shit. Then like the people upstairs moved out, and then like my boy Jordan, he needed a spot, so he moved upstairs.
yeah, that's when it got lit.
Then it just like, okay, now we got the whole house. All right, cool. We in the perfect neighborhood. We got the perfect house. We got no neighbors that's fucking with us. We parking in other motherfuckers' drive. We doing what we want to do.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
And parties got to be too much, but that we had a crazy run for a year like that. Party for anything. Fucking we call it Christmas in July. Motherfucking anything that was going on. We barbecuing. We lit. It's bottles. It's this. It's that. We putting on. We damn near gonna perform for y'all tonight just cause we fucking
Just
get
cause,
some,
yeah.
you know what I mean? You get some exclusive music, and this is all out of a house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just regular shit, and just teaching niggas and showing niggas how to put their shit together.
Our shit,
do
okay.
their events. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, cool. Like y'all gonna run it off and do that shit too? Go on. Like, cause when we built the Slime Shack, he said, you know what we want to do is we gonna start our shit and watch a bunch of other Slime Shacks get built. But not of our making, just people doing it.
Yeah, it spread. It's definitely
That
spread
shit
like
built.
that. What's the name? I went to Kev Spears' house. They got the little studio set up, everything. They got like three levels, and this shit. It gave me the slime shack. I'm like, yeah.
Yes,
And
sir.
I remember, I want to say, I don't know. I didn't bring them over there. I remember telling them about that. And then they pulled up and everything. It was like, I remember you had the backyard party and
Yeah.
shit.
And it's
And
like,
that
yo,
shit
no,
was
this
lit.
is-
And it
this
was
is something
on since
else.
then.
But we just turned our house into a venue. You know what I'm saying? It was like, we do a lot of shit. We do music, we do this, we create a little bit of clothes, we do everything that you could damn near think of. And we just try to remain innovative, you know what I'm saying? Like stay ahead of the curve.
Facts. So, yeah, now let's tap
Touch
into
on
the
that
native
son.
son.
Most recent project.
Yeah,
So yeah,
sir.
we were talking about the acts you decided to do. When did you come up with that idea? What made you want to do the project like that?
I always wanted to do. I always loved songs that you start a song, like Future did a few times. You start a song, it's the jam, da da da. The next thing you know, it just turned into something else without the song changing. The song changes, but the track doesn't. And it's like, damn, that's raw. Sometimes they do it to keep shit. It's like a DJ mix. You know what I'm saying? Like when they used to do parties back in the day, it was like, spin this record, and then see if you could spin the next record on beat with the last record. You know what I'm saying? And that's DJing.
Yeah.
That was it. It wasn't nothing. No, that's for the party. That was what rocked the parties. You know what I'm saying? So like, keeping that in mind, and it's like, okay, well, I want to, transition my songs like that. Like, it's one song, and the next thing you know, the next beat is kicking in, and you like damn near don't know that it's a new song. You damn near felt like it was one.
Yeah, facts.
That's the mix. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just a bunch of that, and then also just that kind of created that the let's turn it into a play feel. You know what I'm saying? Like it's these songs, these 2 in 1. This is 2 in 1. This is 3 in 1. Fuck, I'm gonna fuck them up with this type of shit. And I was like, no, let's make it a play. And I didn't know what to name the songs or nothing, so I was like, Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4. You know what I mean? So that shit was simple, but it grew. That was Native Son wasn't even named until like after the music was done. After I did the first photo shoot, video shoot, and shit, and I didn't have a name for it. I'm just creating something, and I know it's gonna be something tight. You know what I mean? Didn't have no artwork. The artwork ain't get done till September.
Who did the artwork?
My homegirl Jessica Saddleson. She runs well, she does she's a tattoo artist and like digital media artist. She goes under the name Arm Candy. She used to run a lot of events here in the city too.
Dope.
Connection with the artists and shit.
Did you give her like ideas of what you wanted on there, and then it just
the artwork is crazy because
it's definitely like symbolic.
I gotta see y'all looking at
Yeah, it's up there.
Definitely symbolic.
Oh, it's perfect. So, so I had an idea. I said, I want to have, like some sort of like eye crying, and the tears turn into some sort of river. You know what I'm saying? I literally said that to her. Like, that's all I could really think of. So she go to sleep with it and thinking about it. She's crazy like that. She'll take your idea and it's put it in her brain and not let it leave for 2-3 days until she can get. So the next, she said she had a dream, and this is what she came up with.
That's
like,
fire.
So what's crazy
fire.
is she came the next day like, yeah, this is what I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, that's cool. She said, so I have to take a picture of your eye. I'm like, huh? She's like, I gotta take a picture of your your eyeball. I'm like, all right, take the picture of my eye. So you see
Anything for the process.
The right corner of the sky, that's my actual eyeball. So like
that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? That's the tears. So it's like
So where's the tanks come in?
The tanks come in. So it was what's crazy is the tanks came in for she just wanted to put tanks in it. I don't know.
Yeah,
No, it was part of her what she envisioned. It was just like she had a dream that it kind of inspired the tanks being involved. And I said, okay, all right, that's cool. It reminds me of war anyway. So like it's cool. So like boom, I'm interpreting, and after she going off, it was just basically bouncing off of each other. And I'm like, yo, like it inspired me to come up with this quote that I felt like it just kind of just stuck on top of the project. I actually made hoodies that had the quote on it. It said, I found myself in a war on my path to self-discovery. Because in the photo, like my actual eye in the sky was actually also me standing in the river of tears, facing my eye, or facing
yourself.
You know what I mean? Seeing myself. You know what I mean? So like that's literally how I interpret it. And like I said, found myself in a war on my path to self-discovery. Cause like finding yourself that shit ain't easy, bro. This shit wasn't easy, dog. It wasn't easy to become comfortable with who I am.
It's a long process.
Had to get rid of it, cut them loose ends, get rid of this shit, face the shit you don't like about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Deal with it. And then water decide that water where it's green at. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you feeding your talents and pushing that for it. So
yeah, that's beautiful.
But so like she damn near took it and ran. She took my small idea and ran with it, and then I just interpreted it myself, and that's kind of how I explain the artwork to everybody. It's like, yo, it's my eye, and it's crazy, you know what I mean?
Word.
But yeah.
How is you becoming a father? How did that switch up? Did it reflect in your music? Did it
Oh
change
my
your
God,
approach?
I damn near can't. It was a point in time I couldn't write a rap without saying something regarding my daughter or my daughter. Like, you know what I'm saying?
With the dad like hat on.
Like that shit. This is my daughter. Yo, I swear to God, having a daughter fucked me up. Not in a bad way. It fucks me up. Like, you say something fucks you up. It's like, damn, that shit had me
change your whole
crazy.
perspective on
Yeah,
life.
had me feeling crazy. Like, damn, I gotta be a whole nother type of motherfucker. And actually, no, you just gotta be more of yourself. Be who you actually are. Now, if you're a piece of shit, then you got work to do. But ultimately, like, everybody got that good in them that you could tap into that you gonna give to yours. You know what I'm saying? I had a bad, a bad break where it was like I ain't want to, do nothing. The only thing I focused on was my daughter, and shorties hitting me up like, hey, I'm like, man, my energy that I give to you, I in there gotta give here. You know what I'm saying? So like that, after balance and tug of war with that, finally just become easy to deal with things. It's like, okay, I don't have to be nothing but myself, you know, and that's what, you know what I mean, that's where Native Son damn near derives from. It's like, I'm finally who the fuck I'm gonna be. Like, sometimes, a lot of times, you growing up, you like, you trying different things, damn, I dress like this now, damn, I used to do that, I don't do that no more now. Mm-hmm. It's like, damn, I'm really becoming the person that I'm gonna be for the rest of my life, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's what type of growth is that?
That's growth.
It's crazy to think about, though.
Yeah, I embrace that shit. I think about it all the time. Instead, you say it's crazy to think about. I think about that shit all the time, so it helps me manifest shit a little bit easier. It's like I can see this for myself because I see where I'm at. You know what I mean? At all times, though. Not don't take your hands off the wheel. Don't take your eyes off the road.
You can't. Got the little one on board. Shit. So what's one thing about did quarantine ever like affect your mental health and your creative space and stuff like that?
Yo, I don't even. So it's tough because like a lot of people have passed away. You know what I'm saying? From it, it's a lot of conspiracies in the air. You know about it too. So it's just tough for me. To really, it was tough for me to even accept that, like, wow, this is what's going on. This is shit y'all on. I never stopped. The only thing I stopped doing was working, and I just put my grind in another area. So, okay, I can't work. Oh, they giving me this free money. I might as well just make a lot of music. I might as well start an LLC and get the record label jumping that up. Oh, I might as well just work for myself from now on. Oh, okay. That's where it's been. You know what I'm saying? For the past year, I've been able to my fault. I've been able to just like focus on my music and focus on how to monetize it, but not in a way that's like I'm out here trying to make all the money I can off my music. I just want to get this shit out here. Yeah, I'm gonna make some money by getting it out here, but like I need to get it out here. I don't even care. I need more fans. I need more people that not even fans. I don't like fans. I like supporters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I need more people to be involved in what I'm doing. I need more people to see my creative process and what I'm capable of doing so that we can turn this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Because I got more to give than I'm going to take. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it.
Do you got any upcoming artists, somebody getting it from nothing right now, say they just finished high school, what's something and they want to pursue art, what's one piece of advice you would give them?
Remain realistic. Be realistic with yourself and your goal. You know, shoot for the stars, of course. But shit, nigga, if you underwater, you ain't shooting for shit. You got to get above water, and then you can. All right, let me see where the star at, motherfucker.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
respect the baby
it's
steps.
it's like be aware of where you at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's
like
self-awareness. You know what I mean? Be realistic of where you at and the opportunities that in front of you, and also remain humble and open to learn. Like, if you close yourself, I know it all. I can't teach you nothing. Guess what? People don't want to work with people that they can't tell shit or teach shit, or if I can't kick you game, what the fuck I'm talking to you for?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
That's
if you're not actually gonna listen to hear what I'm saying.
Yeah, listening. Then,
it's a pointless
bro, all right, well,
conversation.
I'm gonna go do what I'm doing. Ain't nothing we can't meet in the middle if you can't. It ain't no give and take. Cause I can't take nothing from you if you can't take nothing from me. You know what I mean?
You're never too old to learn and get game too.
That's a fact.
Like, it's people 65 still learning something new every day. So just because you just turned 21 or 25, just got a whip, whatever it is, still got a lot to learn.
Eternal student. Be the one at the end of the race.
That marathon.
For sure.
RP Nip.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like these last 6 months, I went from this mind state of I'm a rapper. If they put me in a room, I'm gonna fucking chew everybody's fucking head off. Right? Like, it's like, okay, it's cool to be that guy that's you know, I'm about my craft. It then comes to the point where it's like, but that guy that's ready to chew everybody's head off, is his business together? Like, does he own anything? Is it, you know what I mean? And could we do big business with him, or do we got to go through some third party shit and figure out
like, what else does he have other than
like,
this title of being able to rap in these rooms?
And shoot people.
Yeah, it's like, okay, well, he's a gangster in the streets, so that's where he gets his foundation. It's like, yeah, that's cool, but like ultimately, it's like where's your legitimate business at, and where can they connect with that in order to make something bigger happen? Because I told my little brother just asked me yesterday. He said, "Yo, I want parts, man." I was like, "You want parts of what?" Like Slime Shack. I want parts of that. So I'm like, well, bro, it's already established. So like, you can't really have parts of something that's already the pie is sliced a certain way already. You know what I mean? But so ultimately, I just told him like, "Yo, like, you know what you could do? You could start your own business, and we'll do a collaboration. You know what I'm saying? I'll use your services. We'll pay you too. If you start a cleaning company, nigga, I'm gonna make sure Slime Shack Records is giving you a piece of that in some way, shape. You know what I mean? So it's always a way. Like, it's just a matter of business does business with business, not business doesn't do business with people. People can't do business with business except if you're a customer. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Hey, business entities meet with business entities.
That goes all into being legitimized.
Yeah.
So if you're just a person with a lot of money, you're a customer unless you have business.
Unless you offer
Unless
a
you're
service.
legitimized,
So that's I don't even know. That's one. Nobody told me that.
And that's,
you know what I'm saying?
That's one thing I don't like about certain stuff. Like I'll say, it's all over music, but I just speaking it from a Buffalo perspective. It's like people always talk about conducting good business. How many of y'all is teaching the youth how to conduct good business? You always say they not
how to
doing
conduct
this,
business in the first place. Because if you understand what you're actually trying to do there, and all the steps that it is involved in, I don't know, I guess making a business transaction, and all the things you have to think about in the process, is like, you're gonna move differently. You're not gonna do it half-assed. You're not gonna rub nobody wrong if you know what type of business you're trying to do. You know.
Yeah. So when you know that, doing good business pretty much just comes from your morals and you as a person.
Right. Yeah. It's a reflection. So if you, like I said, shitty people out here that make a lot of money, but I feel like they could make a lot more if they weren't, you know, the fucking jerk.
Super facts.
You know, it's like it's just no matter how you look at it and how you look at yourself and how you put yourself out there. Because you could be an asshole, but put yourself out there. There's a nice light, but somebody gonna fix the real people. Real people around you gonna, he's great, but he's an asshole. And then it's like the other way around. You know, it's guys that's out here faking it. It's guys with artists that really got a good heart, but you faking this gangster shit so hard, and it turned into like, it just turned into something else. So like, I just be like, you gotta play catch up with that shit, bro. Whatever you said on the track, you gotta play catch up with that shit. So.
That's facts. So, where can everybody find Native Son and all your music?
You can find Native Son at gaines.bandcamp.com, and it's also streaming on all platforms. But if you go to gaines.bandcamp.com, that's where you can actually support. And it's only $9.99. You know what I'm saying? 5-track EP, and you know that's pretty much it. I got another video for it coming out too. Shooting to Act 2.
Is the merch on the Bandcamp too?
The merch is on Bandcamp. Hoodies, I do a hoodie bundle if you see me in person, or I ship. I'm doing all of that. I'll ship it. Give me your your email address, your actual address, all that postal code shit. I'm shooting hoodies left and right. You get a hoodie, you get a hoodie, you get a hoodie. And you know what I'm saying, you get a hard copy as well. I've been doing like $50 bundles, but you know what I'm saying, we work it out.
Facts.
Fuck with me.
What's your IG handles and all that?
You can follow me on IG at Gaines90. And shit, that's my main space right now. That's my store.
Appreciate you for pulling up, man.
No doubt, man.
Definitely go check out that Native Son. Hell of a project, original, from the cover art, structure of it, all of it. Definitely want to support that. You're going to love it once you do, too.
Facts.
No Label the Pod. We out.
Peace.
Right.
And it's just like that. Right.
She watching me like a nigga is cable. I'll be on no label.